Hey guys and gals, SNG is proud to announce Saturday night at Phoenix Raceway Park featuring my 2024 Camaro. Wasn't a good night. It was a fun night, but it wasn't a good night. And the reason why is because the car did not run as well as I thought. Well, let me backtrack on that. The car itself, the engine, transmission, everything ran fine. No problems. I was disappointed in spending all of that money on a dyno tune and wound up with the exact same results from last year's runs. So I'm very disappointed about that. But, like I said, it also was a fun night. There were a lot of cars that were running basically the same times as I was running. So there was a lot of actual races. And before I decided to give up and go home, I did 2 runs. The first one that you'll see was against I think it was a 64 or a 65 GTO, and my reaction time really sucked. It was like 3/4 of a second. I was really so the GTO took me out of the hole, but I caught him and blew him away at top end. My elapsed time for that, and again, it's no better than it was last year, but it was a 14.172, and my miles per hour was 101.23 miles per hour. The second run was against either a 70 or a 71 Chevelle. When we were in the staging lanes, we were sitting side by side, and because it was so hot out, I had my window open, and his car was running, and let me tell you something, his car sounded healthy. It was cam to the hilt. Anyhow, we wound up running each other. And I'm thinking I'm going to get my doors blown off by the Chevelle. So we get up. Oh, let me back up a minute. In the first run, I was so overexcited that I actually blew by the staging lights. The guy had to tell me to back up. I knew I had to back up. He's telling me, back up. So that was the first funny thing that happened. Anyway, back to the Chevelle. We were pulling up, and I was watching him do his burnout, and man, that car sounded healthy. And I said, okay, I'm going to lose this one. And they're really not run races. They're not sanctioned or anything like that. It's like pretty much run what you run, and it don't matter who gets next to who. So anyhow, getting back to that, we got the staging. I staged perfect this time, and I actually hole shotted the guy. My reaction time was a lot better. Well, not a lot better, but better than it was. This time it was a half a second, 0.5, whatever. And I took him out of the hole, but about, I don't know, maybe at the 600 foot mark, he started pulling ahead of me. And I said, oh crap, here it goes. I'm going to lose now. But I just stayed into my car, and I gotta give my car kudos, man, because I caught the Chevelle and beat him by a nose. I mean, it was so close. Anyhow, I think I said enough. There's no sound in the video. I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened. So, with all that being said, I'm going to try and do some voiceover. I'm not going to put any other runs in there. Maybe I should, just to give the video a little bit of meat. Anyhow, let's get on with the video, and we'll talk to you guys later. Let me know what you think about this anyhow. Toodles! Okay, boys and girls, this is the beginning of the night for me. This was the run just before mine. My cameraman did not follow the run, so I don't know what the outcome was. But these look like 2 cars that I could have raced because they don't look like, they look like they're in my time thing. I had my 4-way flashes on, so Dave, my camera guy, my friend, would know it was my car that was coming up. And here is where I get a little bit too excited, and I go right past the staging lights. Bada bing! The guy had to come over and tell me to back up. Well, I knew I had to back up. Come on, man. Anyhow, so I back up. And it's real hard to get my car to stage the way I want it to stage. Get the first pre-stage light on and then gently get into the stage light. I just can't get it down with my car. I have to practice that. But anyhow, my reaction time on this was 0.763. You see the GTO had me out of the hole. He's got me pretty much about halfway down the track, and then all of a sudden, bam, my car kicked in and I just blew by him like he was standing still. And my time on that one was 14.172 at 101.28 miles an hour. That was a fun race. Alright, so now we're going to get on to whatever's up next. Okay guys, we're coming up to the second run that I did, and this is me with the Chevelle. The Chevelle is in the near lane, and I was in the far lane, as you can see. And you can see that smoke that's there, that's from his burnout. So I had the hole shot on him this time. As you can see, I blew him out of the hole. Well, not blew him out of the hole, but my reaction time was a 0.542 on this one. I had him about at the 600 foot mark, and then all of a sudden he just blew by me. But then all of a sudden, I don't know what happened, my car got a kick in the ass and I wound up beating the guy. I wonder how he feels with that big old Chevrolet engine under that hood getting beat by a little old 6-cylinder. Anyhow, I'm going to throw a couple other clips in here. Let's see, give you guys a little bit more for what you paid for tonight. Alright, we'll talk to you guys later. Bye for now. Okay guys and gals, before I let this video end, the next two runs that you see are cars that I could have run if I had stayed the night. Now in between my runs, I usually go back up to the bleachers and I talk to my buddy Dave, see how he's doing, this, that, and the other thing. But I watched this race right here, and I thought that Mustang was going to be pretty quick. But when you see the time on it, you're going to say, oh, okay. So his time was, I can't see it, 15, and yet they were both, no, 14 and 15. So those are two cars that I could have had fun with. And then we have two more, these two guys. I think these are the two guys. I don't know, I see a lot of smoke coming from that guy's tires. But let's see, oops, he went past the stage. He got back up a little bit. Come on now. There you go. And you could see it was a very slow start. And I don't even know what that is. That was another, I can't even tell what kind of cars these guys are anymore. So anyhow, his time was 13.45 and the other guy was 15.24. So I could have had a lot of fun with these guys. Anyhow, let's get on to a couple more clips, and we'll call this video good. Stay tuned, we'll be right back.